Rightio, gang. Welcome back. More Disco Elysium. Let's get into it. I wonder, does this guy have anything to say after we talk to the boss?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Okay. Never anything in that. No, this container.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric. So let's look at her clothing. Nothing for rhetoric, alright. So I think I'm beginning to understand how this works. How do I get up there, though? Let's check around. There's definitely no way out this way. Feels like we should be able to get onto that roof somehow, but... been over there. I think we got everything in here.
Yes?
Okay, let's see what's going on over here.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
It was just something I had to
Our
do.
personal dynamic has changed. A little.
Okay, we want to talk to this guy, I think. About the door.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
It's nice
It's
enough.
but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Hey, Shadog, thanks for contributing to the challenge.
You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Not really doing this. Okay. Let's go with that.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
I'm doing good, Chidogo. Hope you're doing good.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No
Limited
problem.
use.
I wish
Nice.
the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Okay, we talked about why he's striking already. I like it, Chidogo. It's interesting. I think I've figured out some things, like changing clothes being useful. Sometimes for checks. Okay. Bunch of stuff we can do, maybe. We still haven't been out here to the left. I want to go in here first. This is open now. Excellent.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door stands silent, unmoved by your words.
Okay.
A thin man is smoking.
We'll talk to the
below
man
an
before
exhaust
messing with the
hood,
door.
occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
What's his name?
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Okay, what's
He
behind the
looks
door?
up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Horse need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Okay. Try to keep our eye off the booze. Get out of the way, you.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge.
Okay, let's ask the other bozo about the door.
Can I help you?
Oh yeah, we're coming back his key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes?
Who can we sing? That doesn't matter, we're out of here. We're going back this way. Little asshole.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Nice.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Okay, we're through to the... Oh. Okay, we're up here. Why? Oh, never mind why. We can get to that box, maybe. Can I? Maybe not. I feel like I should be able to get up there, but fuck it, we'll do it on the way back, maybe. Aha! Got it. Ooh, nice. Oh good, I need that. Yo, and we can't get over to there. Okay. Oh, 20. I think that's it for here. It's just some extra stuff, but all helpful. Okay, so the thing we're supposed to be after is behind the greenhouse? But I don't think I can even go that way.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Okay, whatever. Well, no, actually, I do want to talk to her in
I'll
case.
die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal. I come from the woods. Good.
Don't be traumatized.
So we want to get around to there. Not really sure how. Around there is where we're gonna try to go. So maybe we wander off this way to the left where we haven't really been.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Okay, well, let's ring them all.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay.
You ring the doorbell, but No one answers. All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
It's not being super productive.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God,
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
it's you. My God, I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
It's a woman, and she knows you.
Dun, dun,
Your heart
dun.
beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
I'm Harry.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally eat again.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Shadog. I can. It's probably better for this game, eh? Thanks for that. Yeah, I should think about camera placement more. I just forget sometimes. Already. Forget about
She
what?
sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Okay, let's try it again.
No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Okay, womp, womp, womp.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Wait, is this open? Nope. Alright, let's wander around this way and see if we can... get back in here behind the greenhouse. There's a lot of crap to check there, but... there's too much stuff we should check as we're going.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Some ones, Shadog, there's two types. There's red ones that you can't repeat, and white ones that you can repeat, but not right away, some point later. The menu tells you when you can repeat the white ones, though, so you can always figure them out and go back to them.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Okay, let's do it. A high chance. Oh, it's a red check, it can't be retried, but we're on, so that's it. If it's red, it can't be retried. If it's white, it can. 83% is good, though. We should be fine.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Gogus. Big shout out for Pal Gogus, the man of 1,004 names.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Sure.
Behold the fear and confusion reflected in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Okay, let's do the thing.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
That's not good.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right tricep, that's for sure.
Care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
I thought it was Shepherd.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us? Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Okay, who was working your shift?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly
The
decorative?
possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
It's not charity. Not to me. Up there, I give it all I got. I earned my keep. But you're right, officer. There is no middle ground. It's do or die.
Something about him has changed. He's calmer somehow.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the Union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Okay.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda.
Suicide sex cult?
Strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up. but
Strange
Martinez
clean.
They keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Go with
I'm
this.
sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. But this is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. Damn Frisel. He was a king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Yeah, let's go with this.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Take care of his people before himself, surely?
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
He's heard this rant many times before.
The Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Okay, what about the cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility
Purple?
loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The
A
court
lot of
merely
people were.
administered the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Okay.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Fair
Right.
enough. So this is composure. Step 4 and it's still low. We'll see if we can get some more composure going. Oh, we do have a level up. Think about this now. I still think encyclopedia. This is useful right now. Fuck it, let's do it.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Oh, it's still low. Fuck it, we'll try it anyway.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of...
Don't you mean Fristel the...
You do not speak his name, Craven. Although he was a clown.
Although he
But
was
he was
clown.
our clown. Ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You'll get to it. Don't worry.
Oh, we can go down that way. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look around. Ooh, a book about pâté.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Okay, don't be ridiculous. I know all these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Oh, I will.
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Very well spoken.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
Aww.
You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt. in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses. Of course, sir.
Okay. What's this crime
Crime fiction
business?
is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Yeah, it's your brain.
Head, yes. But that's like the same thing.
There's the mind and there's the mind.
Not really, sir. Yes, sir. He's just a fictional character. I understand. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting with a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Scared for life.
No, I don't know. Yes, she knows books, definitely.
You clearly have issues you need to address. Later, when you get the chance, you should address these issues by getting drunk. That'll show them.
That'll show him.
Maybe some about other books?
Okay, I'm gonna do something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Well, this is the only one.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
How do you know I'm
'Cause
usually
you
not?
usually aren't.
I'm
I
having a
sure
great
hope
time.
you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Okay.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Ravine
Okay,
people.
sir.
She didn't like that. Alright, let's go with this.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again. Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Oh, yeah. Like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah,
A
right.
little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head. Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor? That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation.
Is there VAT on
Sales
toilet
tax,
paper? Maybe
excise
that's true.
duty, extraction tax, alimony, one tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you. Here, total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
That seems like a pretty big
What
number.
are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Okay, opt in, but only a little.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay. So we're going to go in here, but this is where we're going to make a save. And we'll wrap it up there for today. We're trucking along with this, making progress. It's interesting. I feel like I don't have a good sense of how big it is yet, but we're trucking away. Unfortunately, I've been working late the past few days, so I haven't got to do as long as streams as I'd like, but we'll get there. We will get there with it. There'll be other days and other nights. Already. Let's get a bit of music going. I think we'll crank a whiskey in the spirit of the game. We're keeping our cups sober, so.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly. KB, thank you for the biddy. I hope you're keeping well. Let's see who we can go raid. As well. Yeah, we are having some dead rabbit whiskey. Tasty. Tasty stuff. Let's wrap up with the usual stuff. Schedule, as we discussed, we're playing, well, this Disco Elysium and Everhood, some Divinity Original Sin with Gecko as well. That won't be tomorrow, it'll be Friday. I have stuff on tomorrow night, I'm otherwise engaged. Brave Fencer Musashi, Lost Ember, Max Payne 2, and Zork 1 and 2. That's what's coming up. Drinking Dead Rabbit, Sparky, how are you as well? Discord then for any other updates. Cheers. Thanks to everyone for hanging out. Disco Elysium is going well so far. I'm quite liking it. I'm curious to see where it all goes. Chin chin. Woo! You're good, Sparky. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Let's have a quick look around and see who we might raid. We raided Nikki last night, but fuck it, let's raid her again. Nikki is a solid raid. Understanding of my predicament and needing to go to sleep often as well, which is always nice. Nikki's wonderful and she's playing some Lost Ark, so go show her some love. That'll do it. Be good, be kind, be nice to each other, think about what you put out into the world, make it a better place, and I will see you all Friday, probably, for some Divinity Original Sin with Gecko.